It's 6:30 a.m. I actually woke up from 2 a.m. and I did some work and then I went back to sleep. So technically I woke up early, but still woke up late. Now Bitcoin is crashing today and I'm gonna break that down for you. There's a bunch of news out on that, and remember the market moves on fear first, right? So let me just make my tea, my day-to-day routine, the menu, things that are on the day-to-day menu. I feel well rested also. So right now I've been having some back acne, some face acne breakouts. Yeah, so been having some of that. So I'm wondering if it's a supplements or what. God is the greatest getting these gains. So this new torch, you see that? Burn down the plate. No, not burning down no place. Just the amount of water we need for the tea. I made some shake yesterday too. Very nice shake as well. I've become so much better at making shakes. I made a nice, steak also yesterday. So I made shake and I made steak. It's my granny teach me this. My granny said when you have a lime and it alter, you just roll it. And by the way, for the people that cut the lime this way instead of this way, I'm watching you. Apple cider vinegar and that's downed 4 scoop creatine. I'm basically through the creatine pack right now. It's done. 1 scoop, no explode. This is like pre-workout, all right? To make the tea, you got the mixed spice, the nutmeg, the cinnamon. We got the collagen for your bones and your joints. We got the protein powder. I realized this protein powder don't have no taste. Like some of them it's flat, but still got some taste. This don't have no taste. Now that part's done, I can go and do this workout session. God is the greatest. Lift out this tea a little bit more. So the market is going cuckoo right now, crazy. A lot of people are crying because they didn't manage risk. Remember, the most important thing in trading is risk management. Not your strategy, not picking good trades and stuff like that. No. And if you can't manage your risk and you're picking a lot of good trades, most likely you're just going to be blowing your account and the trades are still not going to be making no money for you for the fact that you were not able to manage your risk. So for example, let me dive into Bitcoin. There's a lot of people saying, yo, I'm down $1 million, 2 mil, 10 mil, 20 mil US dollars on Bitcoin, right? The market moves up and down, up and down, up and down. So when the market is moving up, that's bullish. Down, bearish. Up, bullish. Down, bearish, right? So think of it like this. If you buy at a low, you're going to take profit at a high because you buy at 16,000, for example, you buy at. Market goes to 70,000. It pulls, you take profit. It pulls back to 48,000, right? You can get some more entries. You're still going to be in tremendous profit because you made so much profit from there. And then you could have bought back here after you took profit up here at this high. You could have, when the market pulled back, you could have bought back and expected the price to continue up because this is what the price action was saying. And then it goes up, you take profit. It pulls back, you can buy more. It goes up, you take profit. And when you take profit there, look at the market is going all the way back down to 50,000, which is here. So instead of losing out on all of these profits that you've made and being in negative, you could have just took profit here when the market was showing, a rejection at this area to turn around because it made an all-time high of what? 125K. Not only did it do that, but it clearly was forming some type of trend change, right? And this trend change would be floors became roof. So this is what started to happen with the market. Multiple times. You had multiple opportunities to sell and get out of it, and then it's pushing down now. Okay? So you don't know when how far it's gonna go down to. So imagine holding, or imagine buying at 126. I'm sorry for the people that buy at 126, but imagine buying at 126 just because of hype. And this is what happens with the market. A lot of traders just jump in because of hype. They just run, hey, I'm buying Bitcoin because everybody's saying to buy Bitcoin, instead of buying Bitcoin based on specific price patterns, within the market that show that, okay, this is a good opportunity to buy. You're seeing rejections here. It's rejecting a lot of these low prices. Okay, cool. This looks like a good area for me to buy. Okay, so therefore, I'm going to buy at this area here because guess what? We broke above these highs, right? We push, we form new high, we come back, we reject, we come back, we even reject deeply right here and we reject more, forming some higher floor points, and then we're looking to go up, right? So we're looking to buy within this area here. Okay, market goes up, but most people, they're just placing buy orders because, Bitcoin is at 105. Let me buy Bitcoin now because it's at 105. Or Bitcoin is at 126. Damn, I need to buy Bitcoin right now. It does already, you're going to lose all the money. And most people only think they can buy. Most people don't know that you can sell too. So the moment the market breaks below these points, which is these floor points, which was keeping the market up, right? It does something like this where, so think of it like this. You doing this pattern and you're pushing up. The moment all of this is the same, up, you're buying upwards, right? It's doing something that's showing you that market going up. But the moment the market goes up and barely can even form new highs and then break below a previous low, you look for the market to come back, you start seeing rejection points, right? And then market roll over. This is what I look for. So this is what happens here. Market was pushing up here, pushing up. Then the market came down, break below this point, started to roll over. Cool. When it rolls over, it usually goes back to the previous low points. Or in a pattern like this, like a wedge pattern, it goes all the way down. If it goes to 20,000, I don't think people will just be crying, to be honest. It will be more severe than that because people are emotional and people don't know to manage risk, right? And they feel like, oh, if I lose money, I cannot make it back. Guys, you can always make back. Let me say, anything you lose is a lesson to teach you how to level up even more, to grow more, to win more. It's just an obstacle in your way, just for you to be able to have a better understanding of life, have a better understanding of what you're doing, so you can be prepared for the next level. Right? So if you don't get the hits, how are you going to be prepared for the next level? I feel like God just put obstacles in our way so that we can be better people. Okay, so when God puts example like L in your way, make you lose some money, it's not to say that you lose. No, don't do that. Learn from it. Oh, what could I have done? What did I do wrong? How can I do better? Always think of it like that. And then once you think of it like that, you're going to know how to handle that situation when you see it again. And then you're going to be able to do better. Because even me, when I just started trading, I lost so much money that I didn't even have. I felt like hopeless. But at the end of the day, I just kept on going and look where I'm at right now. All right, so and then there's no really missing out in the market. The market goes up, it comes down. So if you feel like it's at 126,000, you didn't miss out because the market can always come back down. It came back down to 50,000 or it's going back to 50,000. It may go down to 20,000. You can get back in. And remember, you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. You don't need to buy the full amount. You can buy pieces. Yeah, so I'm predicting that it goes to 50,000 Bitcoin, but based on price action and experience, we may see even 20,000. And if we see 20,000, there's going to be a whole lot of more things than crying. So that's what I'm expecting. But the reason now, especially, let me break this down for you now. The Epstein documents were released. And as I was telling you, as I've always said, and this is what I'm saying already. So this is what I posted in the Discord. A matter of fact, if you're not a part of the Discord, click the link and join. When you click the link and join, click didn't fill form here. And then once you click didn't fill form, you go to the welcome section, which is here. And then you're going to get access to all of these chats, which is this chat that I post daily news in. But look at this. People, and I said it in the group, people trying to get us far away from negative news or anything negative or, anything that if somebody looks at it, they'll look bad. They're trying to get as far as possible. They don't think they just do and then few days, the dust settle. What I mean by this is negative news came out regarding Epstein file, regarding Epstein invested in top Silicon Valley names in crypto firm, Coinbase and other firms, right? So Epstein invested alongside top Silicon Valley names in the crypto firm. And remember what Epstein is charged for. Remember what Epstein is going through right now in terms of the whole pedophile situation. And it says the convicted offender invested $3 million in cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase in 2014 alongside prominent venture capital firms. So just the fact that he invested some money in it is causing some type of negative view of the market, of the firm. And because of that, people are going to try to be as far away from it as possible, meaning they're trying to take their money out of crypto now because they're like, yo, Epstein invested in this, or Epstein was a part of this, or Epstein created cryptocurrency, or Epstein knew the guys who created cryptocurrency. And everybody is saying Epstein was well connected, so you never know. Something happens in the market, I'm just reporting it. Something happens in the market, I trade it, I make money. That's my part of the market. I don't care about none of this that's going on. It's not my responsibility to care. I'm not the police. Now, I was reading also, they're also saying Israel took control of Bitcoin, meaning Epstein knew exactly the owners. Epstein, was a part of the first set of guys who actually introduced or, brought or created Bitcoin. So they're saying, so everybody's saying, yo, shit, we don't want to be a part of none of this. We don't want no parts. We don't want to be close to this. So there's this idea of things going on and a lot of people are selling for that. So the next thing now is Vitalik Buterin, which is, Ethereum's owner, sold off some Ethereum, right? Sold off a lot of Ethereum, actually. Vitaly Buterin, 29 million Ethereum transfers sparked market speculation, highlighting the sensitivity of blue chip assets to founder activity. Capital is rotating from stagnant legacy coins into high beta narrative, favoring projects with strong cultural momentum and active user bases. And the leverage king narrative and gamified trading competition offer fresh utility layer on the Ethereum network. The crypto market woke up to a jolt this week. On-chain tracker flagged a massive transfer tied to Ethereum co-founder Vitaly Buterin, roughly 29 million Ethereum move from known wallet, right? Naturally, social media lit up. Historically, when high-profile founders move this capital, it triggers immediate anxiety about potential sell-off or donation that could dampen prices in the short term. So he moved some cryptocurrency, Vitaly Buterin moved some cryptocurrency, huge chunk, which is $29 million worth of Ethereum. And that also caused some type of speculation in the market for the fact that people are like, this guy's moving some cryptocurrency. What's happening? Maybe we should start selling off too. So the market starts selling off also, right? So this is cryptocurrency at the moment, which is Bitcoin. So we have Bitcoin. I'm not going to go into Ethereum. Don't need to go into Ethereum. Let me go to US 30 now. So the conversation has been around, will US 30 go to 50,000? US 30 has been bouncing between 48,500 and also 49,587. It tried to break above 49,587, did not break above it. However, what it did was it pushed back into this area here, this nice little area here. It pushed back into and it maintained bottom rejection. So we're looking for it to at least come back up to this point right here, right? Maybe we pull back down a little or maybe we push up. But at the moment, we're still at a higher floor point right now, which is this. We may go back up all the way to here. We may stop here, but these are just the levels that we're actually focused on. But in terms of it going to 50,000, it has to go past 49,500 level, which this level, as you can see, historically is very difficult to break. It's been trying to break it for weeks now. It's been trying from January 7 to break. It tried again January 13, tried again January 15, tried again January 22, tried again February 3, tried again February 4, tried again February 5th. Did not break. Will it break now? You never know. What we're doing is just analyzing the market to see what's happening. And based on what's happening, we take opportunities. Okay. So what happened now early in the rising, which was about 12 a.m. The market formed some bullish candle here. This is not a time that I would be trading, so therefore would not be a part of this trade. That's okay. It's okay to not be a part of certain trades. The reason why the market started to buy here though is for the fact that you have this very nice liquidity area, meaning the market has a lot of buyers in this area. This is why I see this wick. So you want to look back and be like, where did I see a major push or major wick? So this wick here, this major wick right here, market pushed up. If you realize, market pushed up from that level again, and the market came back to that level, form bullish, then second bullish, then some smaller bullish 12, 15, and then we're bullish to go up. I would not be at that point. I would not be a part of that trade for the fact that that's not a time that I trade. I trade in the rising. I trade when I'm up. Not every day is a trading day. Not because the market is moving means I should be trading. Okay, some days I just chill. Market gone already. What am I going to do? I'm not going to cry about it. So it's there right now. Let's see if it moves because this is a level here that we, may have some type of rejection to come back down to then go back up or to just roll over. As you can see, also GBP JPY came to this level here, this nice level here. Old something, came new something. So second touch at 8 p.m. in the night would not be a part of that trade for the fact that I'm not trading at that time. So the market is moving upwards. Will it go past this level? Will it go back up all the way to 214? Maybe. You never know. Let me see even the news events that are scheduled for today. What is scheduled for today at 10 a.m. Prelim UOM consumer sentiment. Prelim inflation expectation. So these are two things that are necessary. The reason why the market even fell yesterday was unemployment claims was greater, meaning they had an increase in people saying that they're unemployed. The next thing as well too is jolt job openings. They had a decrease in the available jobs within the market. And then you have some European news, which is GBP pound, Britain, right, which came out more negative than positive. Bank rate votes. And then you have official bank rate, which remained the same, and then you had ADP, which was bad. So the currency has been, which is the dollar has been taking a lot of hits this week, which is why I say it's falling so much. But, the market, It will go down, will go up, will go down, will go up. It constantly moves based on what's happening in the economy at the time. So you just got to pay attention to the events that are there, and this will tell you the greater strength of the economy or the instrument. Because remember, the instrument, GBP represents, JPY represents Japan, and these are two separate economies that are trading against each other. Okay, remember, JPY is a safe haven. So when things are bad in the market anywhere in the world, the market moves money into those safe havens, which is what push the dollar or push JPY to have strength. So if JPY has strength in this instrument, meaning GBP is base currency, JPY is counter, JPY will go cause the instrument or the overall currency pair to go down, which is what happens. And then if GBP get back strength, cause the pair to go up. So we had some positive sentiment which caused it to go up. Now it's going back up because there's more positive now back into the market. Now, let's see if it will go up to 214 or 215. You know, we have some nice bullish moves happening. Let me see on the high time frame. Looking like a clear, nice little free space here. The only thing that is here is this little thing to block it. But maybe it doesn't block it. Let's see. We didn't form a new high. We formed the same high here. We're in the same high level here. Did not break above, so we might go all the way back up to there. But 217 is all the way up here. Very difficult target to make, but maybe the market decides to make it. I don't know. Maybe it comes here and then rolls over, because this is how the market actually looked. Yesterday when you actually was looking at it, it looks like, wow, top, right? Looks like it could have gone back down. Didn't. It just maintained this level here. So it just, as I said, analyze on a case-by-case basis. The market has been just moving however it wants to move, and you just gotta just catch where you can. You know, catch where you can. You don't need to be catching everything. 80%, 60%, 50% or something better than 100% or nothing. Now gold went to 5,500, which is here. Nice bullish run. Very nice. But then market started to sell off. Why is that? Because people started to take profit. People started to cash out, right? That's a part of the game. You know, you make money, you cash out, okay? New all-time high, you expect cash out. The market came back down to here to 4,500. So we lost $1,000 on this move in terms of 5,500 minus 4,500 is 1,000. So $1,000 came off the price. So more people, so this is what happened now. So the market came here, bullish, started to see some bullish. Market pulled back up above here, which is makes some new highs. And then we're maintaining this higher low area here, forming this higher low. So we're still within this range that we can actually trade to go back up to 5,500 and potentially go to 6,000, which is all the way up here. But you gotta give it time. You gotta give it time, and you gotta make sure that you're entering on the right candle patterns. You gotta ensure you're entering the right place in the market. You don't want to just be entering at any random place and lose money. This is what a lot of beginners do. Just enter randomly and then end up losing money and blaming the market. Life don't work like that. Well, you can work like that and lose money, but I'm not about that life to lose money, okay? So this is what I'm seeing now, you know, so as long as we can maintain above this area here, 4,700, we can continue to go up. If we can maintain, then okay, do whatever. They really matter to me, because if you go down, we're going to catch you. If you go up, we're going to catch you. Tech is going down. I think tech is going to go to 23,993 for the fact that we're forming we're forming a lot of lower highs, right? We came from here and we're just going down. So market is moving down to this lower level here, which it was at before. So this is what I think about tech, and this is what I think about GJ, and this is what I think about US30. And if you're not a part of the Discord community, free, of course, it's a free group. All you got to do is just join, invite 10 people when you join, and you're going to get access to the free webinars, free trading Q&A, and just free tips. It's just a lot of value, and you're inviting your friends to be a part of that. If you join, you're going to have access to this group. Once you're part of this group, you just click welcome. Once you click welcome, you're going to see a form, open the form. Once you see this form and open it, you fill out the information, and then you're going to get access to the entire community. And then once you have access to the entire community, all you got to do is go to here, and you see people posting their analysis and just benefiting overall and asking questions and benefiting from that as well. Follow at Pajama Millionaire on every platform. Life after winning. I'm going to go work out now. God is the greatest. We're a little bit late today, but better late than never. All right, so another day working out. So I hope you see the improvements in my body. My body is getting bigger right now. My legs are getting bigger right now. So let's check my weight. Boom. Yo, I'm at 180. I was at 175, then 180, then 175. I feel good. So now it's time to go be a monster. Yo, do I? You see the man I work out, mash up my warm up. I'm gonna 120 pounds. So I'm gonna continue with it since I know that my body can handle it right now. So I'm gonna continue with it.
Why you do it without
so
it?
I'm low energy, bro, today.
Then you get on light away like Jesus Christ.
I done them still.
Talk to you. You know say
I done them, bro. I done them.
my pressure, brother. I tell you that, you know.
I done them, man.